Hello, everybody. Let's resume. This episode will be longer, I promise. Uh, it doesn't really matter. You and you.
I'm here. Yes?
Oh, you leveled up. Good for you. Skills. Hmm. Feats. Powers. I could give you that, but, there's nothing really I want to give you, though. Saber throw, I suppose. I could have given her better healing. Oh, it looks like there's shit's going down here.
Skronki to pacnemo, chi ita kanki channa kilikon. Kinba muli radwanaji, kinba no kun nikset abog. Las efforts in our list.
You're deaf.
Achua penki, yun patisa, tichuba jikunka naga, kingbu mwa muli radwana, kinba nikcha lora kun.
What's going on here?
Tong itwamaji, human act in ikatune, chon muli ra tong pa akat intutune, chino muli ra ni bubo, tong kingba, no kun netsag, da hupa da tenya ji juju piti. Los efforts in our list.
I think you guys better leave. Yes. Now, I want to fight them and take their gear. Very politely. Dead or alive, you're leaving.
Kava, yun patisa, chiwa aita kang ki jiyo kaku. Nakalarabash, under Chutistai. Chiwi aita ka tong chicha, agi inko tune chunamuri ra, tangi wama jiko na, tong ipa no ki muli ra kun kin. Tong hit wama a chiwa aita kang kicha na chupornibo.
What do you do? Medium armor. Light exoskeleton. I'll just first sell you some shit. I ain't using you. Oh. So you appear shiny light armor seems to be slightly better. I'll keep you, I guess. How's a heavy combat suit light? I forgot I bought this. Can't afford that yet. Close. Okay, I guess I'll be leaving then. Yeah, I didn't see any crystals. Later, loser. I'll be back to slaughter some lizards for you later. $1,000 years ago, what? Okay, let's head to, what did I say it was, Manan, I think? Let's go! Yeah, no Sith fighters, okay. Ooh, pretty. Oh, this looks almost exactly like the map from, what was it called? Empire at War. One of the mods, I think, Awakening of the Rebellion. Obviously larger, but... cool.
Another vision. The Force is guiding us, helping us retrace the steps of Malak and his old master, leading us ever closer to the Star Forge. It is strange that anyone would have built a star map here. The entire surface of Manan is covered by nothing but vast oceans.
It looked like a star map was underwater.
The ocean floor is vast, and much of it is uncharted, even by the native Selkath. But how could Revan and Malak have found their way down? No doubt things will become more clear once we discover the star map's location.
So this is like your mission here, Jolie, so I'll take you. I'll take you too. I didn't mean to go back in my ship. Oh, get back out. Get your ass back outside. Jolie. See, is there anything else I can loot here? I don't see any crates. Nope, let's go.
You Republic people are so pathetic, sitting around groveling at the table scraps the galactic senators deign to give you. It makes me sick.
The senators work for the good of the whole galaxy, not for individual gain.
Ha! Don't make me laugh, you gutless simp. It's the destiny of weak-minded fools like you to be ruled over by the strong, like we Sith.
I'm warning you. Don't push me or you'll get just what you're asking for.
Try it. Just try it. I'd love to see you throw the first punch. And with all the cameras around, the Selkath would be all over you inside of 30 seconds. You break their laws. You pay the price, Republic scum. But I can see that you're not man enough to back up your words anyway. If you ever feel like relieving yourself of your worthless existence, feel free to come by our enclave here. We have many, many ways to fulfill your wish.
Yeah, what are you... Oh, I apologize, Master Jedi. I should not have been rude.
It is alright.
No, really. I should apologize. I should try to control myself. As you Jedi do. Is there anything I can help you with?
Why do the Sith upset you so much?
Well, these damn Sith are everywhere on Manan, pushing us Republic citizens around, trying to goad us into breaking the law somewhere.
Breaking the law?
Yeah, the Selkath want to maintain their neutrality in this war we're fighting with the Sith, and they enforce it very strictly. So we just have to sit here and let the Sith insult us, and we can't raise a hand against them. Otherwise, the Republic will face severe Kolto export restrictions, and that could lose us the war altogether.
What is Kolto?
You're joking, right? I'm
No.
sorry, but everyone knows what Kolto is. It's the most powerful healing agent in the galaxy.
Hi, droid.
I would have died several times myself if we didn't have this stuff handy. But the reason it's important here is that Kolto is only found naturally on Manan, and all of our attempts to synthesize it have failed miserably. So, we sit here on the surface, the Selkath harvesting what Kolto bubbles up from the bottom of the ocean, and we buy it from them. Well, us and the Sith, of course. The Selkath don't want to play favorites.
The Republican Sith both stay here.
The Selkath think that by staying neutral, they can play both sides, selling Kolto to everyone that needs it, and making themselves too valuable to be worth conquering. Well, that, and they threaten to destroy the only natural source of Kolto on the planet if anyone tries to attack them.
That would
I think
be
they're
a smarter
underestimating
move.
the length the Sith will go to get what they want. They're probably planning something already. Is there anything else you require?
Have you seen an ancient Sith map?
A star map? Like an ancient artifact or something? No, I'm sorry, I've never heard of it. Is there anything else I can do for you?
Tell me about the city.
It's big. Real big. Actually, it's pretty much the only real city on the entire world. The only place for us air breathers, anyway. Manan is a water world, which you may have noticed on your way down to land here, inhabited natively by a species of fish people called the Selkath. They built this city to cater to us off-worlders, and as a base of operations to export Kolto, which is the only real thing they have to trade here.
Why haven't they joined the Republic?
The Selkath think that by staying neutral, they can play both sides.
Yeah, I heard this
selling
already.
Kolto to everyone that needs it, and making themselves too valuable to be worth conquering. Well, that, and they threaten to destroy the only natural source of Kolto. But I think they're underestimating. Is there anything else?
Yeah, I heard that already. Never mind, I must go.
Of course. If you have any other questions, you should probably see Roland Wan. He's the Republic diplomat here. He's by the Republic Enclave near the visitor residences. Oh, if you don't know where that is, go north from here, then south past the port official in the first courtyard, east into the second courtyard, then north, then east again. You got that? Have a
No.
pleasant stay, Master Jedi.
No, I got nothing. None of that. That's what maps I can barely read are for. West something. Sith hangar. Private hangar. So what's this way? Speak.
Got something on your mind, dude?
No, but clearly you do. You never did actually say why you decided to come with
Oh,
me.
I never did I?
You're always gonna be so this elusive.
Elusive? Me elusive?
Yes.
Obviously, you've never tried to grab a Twi'lek dancing girl after drinking too much Onderin Willick juice. At any
Fair
rate,
enough.
I already told you
Much as
why
I'd like
want
to try.
leave. I'd seen everything I wanted to on Kashyyyk. Time to go. Time to move on.
Move on to where?
To bed. I'm old and tired, you know.
Not really. No, really.
How many kilometer-high trees can you find an interest in before you figure you've had enough? I'd bet you can't be bothered to stay in one room for more than 15 minutes. And then there's all the
Fair enough.
critters and the Shadowlands. I'm just happy to be back in space, doing something new. Is that too much to ask?
Yes. You have done that on your own.
So I could. Not having a ship does tend to put a damper on that kind
Fair
of
enough.
idea, however. I'll admit, for all its flaws, Kashyyyk was home enough. But when you came along and I saw the destiny you had before you, I couldn't help but be intrigued.
You know what my destiny is?
Of course not. Weren't you listening last time? I can see that you have a destiny before you, but the details are far from clear. In fact, everything about you that I can see is odd. Slightly off, as if my eyes are trying to trick me. Something is very dark about you. But, I'm sure you don't need to hear my ruminations.
Okay, now I
Probably
kind of
got
want
enough
to.
nosy Jedi offering you one opinion after another to make you sick.
Well, tell me more of what you
Your
see.
future will come of its own accord, trust me. Sometimes navel-gazing at it doesn't get you anywhere. I wouldn't worry about it too much if I were you. You remind me a bit of Nomi. And that can't be all bad.
Know me who's know me.
Nomi Sunrider. She came late to the Force, just as you have, and became one of the greatest Jedi ever. Oh, fine, fine lass. Whether you'll follow the same path remains to be seen. For one thing, we'll never get anywhere if you stand around chatting up old men all day.
Fair enough. So you're along as some kind of observer.
Nonsense. If I ever refused to help you when you asked, how confused can one person be anyway? One thing I will say is that this little escapade does remind me a bit of my adventuring days before the war. Those were exciting times. Or at least it would remind me of those times if we didn't stand around. What's keeping you? You're too young to be so talkative. Shoo! Shoo!
What's going on? Oh, I'm in E instead of W. Sup, soldier?
Yeah, I can't talk now. I've got to get this Kotor loaded up before my shift is over.
Okay. Can you say anything, droid? Beep, boop, boop.
How may I...
Wonder if we could talk.
What is it you would like to speak to me about?
I have no idea. Tell me about
Well,
your past.
I mentioned before that my parents had fled to Taris. Perhaps I can tell you about that.
Please do.
In the early days of the Mandalorian War, there had been fighting closer to the Outer Rim worlds.
You know where your species comes from?
Kotor was there, yes. My people had a great reputation as warriors, and that appealed to the Mandalore version of honor. They sought to test themselves against us, I think. Test themselves by bombing our world, slaughtering my people while they slept or while they ran.
How did it happen?
They swooped down from space across the world, firing at anything that moved. They used ships in space to destroy all orbital facilities and bombard the surface. We did resist, and in spite of their violent attack, we did stave them off for quite a while. But in the end, we were doomed.
Why did the Republic not help you?
We were not members of the Republic. Kotor was beyond the edge of the Republic, in the Outer Rim. And besides, they could not have known. Our interstellar communications were the first things the Mandalores hit. All other short-range communicators were jammed. We were on our own. We knew what was coming. We had fought the Mandalorians in the first war against Exar Kun and the Sith. We knew there would be no mercy for us. The most we could do was pack the few of our people who survived onto what few ships remained and send them off into space as fast as they could. Most did not make it.
But you survived.
My parents carried me as a baby with them, and were lucky enough to escape. They fled as far as they were able, and eventually settled on Taris. They could stand running no further, I think. But Taris was a horrible choice. Dominated by humans, intolerant of other species, it made everyday life unnecessarily hard.
How did your family cope?
My father turned to stimulants. He spent much of his time in local bars and dives. But we are warriors. It runs through our blood. And when he was on stims, he became foolish. He let his warrior nature get the best of him. So he would get intoxicated, and he would fight. And finally, one day, he would die.
It's tragic.
I don't need your sarcasm, or your pity.
That wasn't meant to be sarcasm,
He died
you
at the
jerk.
hands of another, killed by a man who provoked him into a fight and killed him like an animal. I am sorry. I cannot talk about this any longer right now.
Okay, fair enough. Tell me about the city. Tell me about Manan. Let me see your inventory. You don't really have a whole lot. $2,000? No. Clothes. Why would you want to buy animals? So you want to smuggle them in? I have Gizka if you're interested. Is there any way I can convince you to take them off my hands? Actually, I'd really like to get rid of these creatures. Will that help? Will it help if I give you 100 credits? Oh, it's this. If I remember right, this guy's a douchebag. Oh no, it's just Duncan.
Stranger. Mysterious stranger. Wow, look at you.
It's just
A
Duncan.
Jedi.
Okay.
No wonder I could never beat you. It's me, Duncan. Deadeye Duncan, from the dueling arena on Terrace, remember?
Deadeye Duncan. I remember. How did you escape Taurus?
There was a handful of us who made it out. The lucky ones. I survived by breaking into the military base, overpowering a dozen Sith soldiers, and stealing one of their own ships.
You overpowered a dozen Sith.
Well, when the bombing started, the Sith sent down a bunch of autopiloted ships to evacuate soldiers from the planet. I saw one and I figured it was a rescue ship, so I ran up to it. A Sith patrol was approaching from the other side, getting ready to board. When they saw me, they all pulled their blasters. But it takes more than a dozen armed Sith soldiers to slow me down.
It'd be pretty easy to slow down inside the dueling, right?
Well, tell the truth, I didn't actually take the Sith out. A building fell on them. A chunk of building, actually, from the bombing. Crushed the whole bunch of them. Very messy. So there I was, all alone and standing by this empty evacuation ship. I climbed on board, overrode the autopilot controls, and lifted off into orbit. The ship had all the Sith launch codes programmed in, so I didn't have to worry about being blasted from the sky. I just played it cool and tried to fly casual. In the confusion of the bombing, nobody paid any attention to my one little ship slipping away from the fleet. Once I was out of scanner range, I knew I was home free.
So what are you doing here?
I've decided to become a mercenary. Came here looking for work.
Dude,
I heard the
don't.
Republic was hiring. But they weren't interested in me. Guess I made a mistake by telling them who I was. They'd heard of me. Seems like everybody's heard of me. The legend of Deadeye Duncan. The worst duelist of all time. Spread far and wide across the galaxy. Makes it hard to earn a living, you know?
Why is the Republic hiring
I
mercenaries?
have no idea. All I know is that if I don't find some way to shake my reputation soon, I'm gonna have to find another line of work. It's too bad. Hey, wait a minute. You're a Jedi now, so you probably won't be doing much dueling anymore, right? So the name Mysterious Stranger probably won't be much use to you anymore, right? So, can I have it? I mean, if everyone's heard of Deadeye Duncan, then they probably heard of the Mysterious Stranger, but
No, you're
knows
gonna get
anything
yourself
about
killed.
You except the name. You could be anybody. Man, woman, me.
Yeah. You'll never pull this off, dude. I'm sorry.
If I say I'm the Mysterious Stranger, who's gonna know? There'll be celebrity tours, maybe some endorsements. I could milk this thing for months. Well, right up until people see me fight. What
Yeah.
do you say? Fame? Celebrity? You don't need that. You're a Jedi. But I'm just a guy trying to earn a living. Come on, give me a break.
Dude, if I do this, you do realize somebody's just probably gonna want the challenge and kill you, right? Fine. Name's yours. Ain't my problem.
Really? You mean it? Oh, this is great. No more jokes, no more snickering. When I tell people I'm the Mysterious Stranger, they'll finally treat me with respect. Thanks a lot, stranger. Oops. Guess I shouldn't call you that now. People will think I'm talking to myself. Anyway, I should be going. I'm heading off planet to look for work. Shouldn't be too hard now that I'm the Terrace duel champion. It's good seeing you again, and thanks.
Yeah, no one's gonna believe you and you're gonna get yourself killed, but that's none of my business.
We've got all the proper Kotor trading permits, so back off. We've got all the proper Kotor trading permits, so back off.
So what's this way? Okay, so that's West Central, and this looks like another hangar. Speed! Okay, cool. Okay, so I can't go down there. I gotta go through that one door. You're the Bazak player of this world, aren't you? Who are you? Not right now. Oh, who was I supposed to talk to? Hallis, come alone or not at all. Okay, so I have a feeling I'll see this guy at some point. South Cat Port, okay. Don't worry, I'll follow the rules. What are the rules exactly? You only have 2 laws? I figured as much, but I want to see his response. I understand. We can be influenced with trying to conquer everything. Seems awfully short-sighted. Here, make it 50 credits and you got a deal. Damn it. Very well, here's your docking fee.
Obey the laws here on Manan, human.
Yes, droid.
I don't know how much longer I can stay on this world.
You're just a cell cat. Oh man, first off, the storms here must be awful. Secondly, if space travel is possible, I would want nothing more to visit than to visit an ocean world. I love the ocean, and I love space. Cellcath, Sith Soldier.
We've got all the proper Kolto trading permits.
I have no idea. I just want to ask you some questions. Okay, screw you.
Hey, I'm working here. Go talk to the diplomatic rep if you got something to say.
Shut the hell up. I do what I want.
I hear the Zerka Corp got kicked off Kashyyyk by the locals. Good for them. At least someone's getting something back from them.
This courtyard.
Jolie, it is you. I need your help.
Laura, of all the people, how did you even know I'd left Kashyyyk?
I didn't. Nobody knew where you were, not even Sunry. But I heard the Selkath mention you and your friends. The Force has brought you to help us.
Why? Whatever could be the matter, my dear?
It's horrible, Jolie. Sunry has been arrested. The Sith have accused him of murder.
Murder? But how?
It's all a mistake, Jolie. Sunry isn't a murderer. Someone is trying to frame him.
Calm down, Alora. Where's Sunry now?
Sunry's being held at the Selkath courts. They won't let anyone in to see him. Please, go to the courts. Talk to the judges. Maybe the Selkath will listen to you.
Don't worry, Alora. We'll get to the bottom of this and help Sunry. Somehow.
Okay. Let's get this damned blur effect away. The only way to unbug it is to use it. I'm sorry, I'll be going now. Jerk. Shiny mercenary.
So, do we have a deal?
That's an awful lot of money. Is there something you're not telling me?
Don't be so suspicious. The Republic is generous. We pay our mercenaries well.
Makes sense, I guess. All right, I'm in. When do I start?
Just show up at the Republic Embassy tomorrow and speak to our representative there. I'm sure he'll have some task he wants you to start on right away. Do you mind? I'm in the middle of a Republic recruiting drive right now. I need to hire these mercenaries before they sign up with the Sith.
Why are you hiring
In
mercenaries?
case you hadn't noticed, there's a war on. If we don't hire these mercs, the Sith will. Now, excuse me. I have to continue my recruitments. Do you mind?
Maybe you could hire me.
I don't know if you've got what we're looking for. Jedi aren't generally suited to mercenary work. If you want, talk to Roland Wan at the Republic Embassy and see if he can find anything for you. It's north of here, just east past the first courtyard. It's just off the north end of the second courtyard. You can't miss it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to continue my recruitments.
Hello. Sure, why not? Yeah, it is. It's truly a wonder to behold. I mean, genuinely. No, I'm not. It looks beautiful compared to our world. I'm here on Earth. What are you talking about? What do you want me to do? Why you need me for this?
We could look into this to calm the Selkath's fears, though I doubt the Republic would be involved in anything illegal.
Be careful here, kid. Start poking your nose in a place it doesn't belong, and you might not like what you find.
I'll look into it for you, Nico.
I hope you're here to play some Pazak. I don't come here looking for sparkling conversation.
Nah, I'll be going now.
So,
You're new around here, aren't you? My name's Duan. Care to buy a Sith girl a drink? That is, unless you're one of those
Just fall down.
soldiers.
Join you next round's
Sure,
on me.
pull up a seat. I'll have the bartender ring us up a couple of mugs of the local favorite. It's called Phyrexian Tooth. Watch out for these. They pack quite a bite. 2 or 3 of these babies and you won't even remember who you are. Woo, that's good stuff. Might even be better than Kessel Spice, you think? Never touched the hard stuff myself.
I'll ask you some questions. Another one might treat.
Sure, why not? You know, hardly anyone buys me drinks around this place. It's enough to make a woman doubt herself, you know? Well, I might be a little giddy, but I hope you don't think I'm going to start spilling Sith's secrets all of a sudden. It'll take more than a couple of drinks to get me there. But not much more.
No, you're relaxed. Want another one?
Better not. You don't even want to know what the punishment is if we Siths show up drunk or hungover.
Just one more. I'll help you
I
unwind.
suppose one more wouldn't hurt, as long as you're buying.
How much money am I losing by doing this?
Well, I fear I am good and truly drunk. Don't you be taking advantage of me now, you hear? Shay, you're handsome. You are married, are you? Are you married?
Not exactly my intent here.
Seems like all the good ones are always married. Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry. That's not very ladylike, is it? Oh,
I've asked you some questions.
I don't want to talk about that stuff. Shay, you never said if you were married. Are you married? Are you?
Looking for the star map.
I don't know what you're talking about, but...
You need another drink.
Yes! Yes, one more drink. Exactly. Exactly what I was thinking. Oh, head hurts.
Wake up, I need to ask you some questions.
Let me sleep. I gotta sleep.
Okay, I might have either did that wrong or I should have looked for a pocket.
We might have a position within the Sith organization for one such as you.
your offer is pretty good, but I've heard some nasty things about you, Sith. Is it true you bombed Taris into dust?
This is war. In war, certain distasteful acts cannot be avoided. But ask yourself this, when we win the war, would you rather be against the Sith or with us?
You make a good point. And I've never turned down a job that pays up front.
Excellent. Report to the Sith Embassy tomorrow for your assignment.
You okay?
You hiring for the Republic?
Neither.
Then why are you wasting my time? There's big money to be made here. I can't risk missing a job offer because I'm...
Okay, you're just a Cellcath. You're not important. Oh, I thought you just said Cellcath. Oh, he had a name, so he is important. It's my own business. What are you talking about? You want me to investigate the disappearance? I shall look into the disappearances for you. I like to see what you have in stock. Oh, not much. Back. Questions? I think I'll be going now.
If you're here to offer me a job, I'm not interested right now. I got so many offers I can't keep up as it is. Maybe that Iridorian skullslacker at the bar, or the Johnny nerf herder cowering in the corner are available.
1 second. Can I ask you some questions?
Now, normally I charge you for information. The times are good right now, and I'm feeling generous. So ask your questions, free of charge.
You know of anything about... No, you're not gonna know anything about that.
If there ever were any ruins on this world, they've long since disappeared beneath the oceans.
Don't you hate the Republic for defeating
I'm
people?
a realist. It was war, after all. And even though the Republic destroyed my people, the leaders of the Armada were Revan and Malak. So I hate the Sith just as much. And with this war, there's plenty of opportunity to take bloody vengeance against both sides and make a nice profit along the way. We Mandalorians are always practical that way. Not like those bloodthirsty Iridorians or those honor-bound Ichani. Or anything else you want?
What do you got, though, against us?
Nothing. Except that the Ichani are a bunch of fey dancers prancing in a battle with tiny weapons not fit for Mandalorian children. They hardly wear any armor because it slows them down when they run away. But the Ichani are better than the Iridorians. Those savages keep hacking at fallen foe even after death, mutilating the corpse out of pure bloodlust. I even heard they'll turn on each other when the battle fever hits. Who wants to work with someone like that? I could pretty much name my price right now, especially since the Republic's so desperate for mercs all of a sudden.
What is there here in mercenary?
But the price is sure right. Of course, I haven't heard of anyone coming back, so I'm guessing the job ain't easy.
You don't know anything about the ancient... I'll be going now, goodbye.
Why are you telling me? If you're going, go.
The fly faces are the Iridorians, right?
for a while, the Republic were hiring anyone they could get their hands on.
I am not for hire. Perhaps the Mandalorian or the Achani can help you, though they lack the stomach for certain jobs. Ask whatever you wish, though you may find some of my...
Why is the Republic hiring so many?
Perhaps you should ask them. The Republic prefers not to deal with my kind, though maybe they need an Iridorian to finish the job. The mercenaries they hire must be failing, as they are never heard from again. That is all I know. Is there more you wish to ask?
Have you heard anything South has gone missing?
But my business with the Selkath is my own.
Fair enough. What's this?
An Iridorian has no
Oh, that
friends,
worked. The Force Crusade worked.
though I feel a strange kinship with you. You do not seem like the others of this world. Even the Sith here do not understand our kind. The Sith sought to buy my loyalty with credits.
It's one of the Iridorians. You can look it up real quick.
Quench my burning bloodlust. They would have been better off hiring an Achani for the errands they had me running.
What are you doing for the Sith?
The task paid well, but was boring and beneath me. I was told to lure the Selkath youth to the Sith embassy. Nothing more. I lied, I threatened, I promised, and I brought the most promising youth of the fish people to the Sith.
So you tricked these innocents
they're Maul's people.
into going to the Sith base. And then what did you do with them?
And there I left them. To what purpose I neither know nor care. Perhaps when the Sith learn I have betrayed their secret, they will try to kill me. I would welcome the excitement.
Sounds like the Sith are trying to win this planet by corrupting the Selkath youth. Much more subtle than their usual methods.
Is there more you would ask of me, human? Manan has no such things, unless the Selkath have them hidden away at the bottom of the ocean. Is there more you would know?
That's all. Goodbye.
Yes, I'm not surprised. There are few on this watery world who feel comfortable in my presence.
So Iridorians are the Maul's people. That's right. Okay. I actually just had to look it up.
Hey man, clear out. You're cramping my style with the ladies.
I mean, if I could have just searched her wallet when she was standing up, why can't I do it when she's asleep? Well, YouTube, that is all the time I have for this. That's all the time I have for this episode. Later, everybody.